Good afternoon and welcome to the Entrepreneur Moment Live Show. Hashtag Mom Boss Celebration. All right, now we hope that you had a wonderful weekend today, and we welcome you to this wonderful opportunity for hashtag Mom Boss. None other than Beth Ruffian dressed up, show today. All right, we know she had a wonderful weekend with this beautiful smile showing up here on hashtag Mom Boss. We hear Beth. Hey, Beth.
Hey, how are you?
Oh, we're doing great. Fabulous that you are here with us for hashtag Mom Boss. So we thank you for coming into the Entrepreneur Moment Live Show. Of course, the show is dedicated to you, current and future entrepreneurs, current and future kings. It's a platform for you to connect with business coaching, training conferences, and networking opportunities. And today on hashtag Mom Boss, we have a special guest, Beth Ruffian, who is a true hashtag boss. She's been in business and she has her own company, and we're going to go into all of that today. So Beth, welcome. Tell us who you are, what you do, and why you do it.
Thank you. I like that introduction. So I am Beth Ruffin. I call myself the everyday inclusionist, and I've committed to making our world more inclusive. And so I started a boutique consulting firm where I help organizations build inclusive cultures. And then I also help women, particularly women of color, I help them learn how to include themselves, right? So a lot of the work around inclusion, it talks about how can you reach out your hand and include others. But I wanted to make sure that women knew that they have the power within them to also to reach their hand out and make sure that they're including themselves. So all of the work that I do is around inclusion, whether it's I have a podcast, the book that I'll be releasing soon, if I do a talk or a speech, everything I do is really around that theme.
Wow. So you are a true hashtag Mom Boss, and you have a daughter as well.
I do. So I have an 11, almost 12-year-old daughter. And she, like we were talking earlier, that's my why, right? Is because I want her, first of all, I want to leave a legacy for her. And then second, I would love, if she never wants to work for anybody, I would love for that to be possible. So when she's done with her schooling, if she wants to go into business for herself or whatever her path may be, I want to show her that and give her the resources that she can do whatever it is that she wants to do.
And this is amazing because, on July the 30th, we're doing next generation entrepreneurship training for young ladies and such as your daughter that have a inspiration and a motivation to do entrepreneurship, to give them the picture of what it really is all about, and to also inspire them in that direction of self-employment, which is huge because it is power in actually being able to show up and say, I myself and I'm comfortable in what I'm doing. I'm not doing a hobby. I'm not just doing something to pass time. I am and I'm showing up every time. So we see that Sherry Jones, who is a mutual friend of ours, is in the comments. Hey, ladies. So we want to give a shout out for sharing in on the Entrepreneur Moment. Say hi to Sherry, Beth.
Hey, Sherry.
Start with on Monday. Yeah, she's here talking with us. So we're going to start with our think tank moment. So on Monday on the Entrepreneur Moment Live Show, we always do a think tank. We have an opportunity, if it will stay on the screen, that would be wonderful. Oh, there we go. We were talking about how we didn't even realize that we had been connecting, sharing, connecting, and growing for about almost a year now or more. And then you brought something to my attention. You said, well, Doreen, we haven't even been in the same with each other. So you want to talk about that?
Yeah, so we've, like you said, we've been friends and sisters for like the past year. Met virtually, and all of our interactions have been virtually. We haven't even had the opportunity to meet yet, but that hasn't lessened the value of the relationship that we have, and the connection and the networking that we've done, as colleagues as well.
Right. So, with the think tank moment, we just want to take a moment. It's a divine connection. So today's think tank moment is this, respecting differences to build relationships. Because sometimes we need to kind of think out of the box. Everybody's personality is different. Best personality is different from mine, but yet we are able to share, connect, and grow. We've done a lot of collaborating with each other, and because of that collaborating, other people have really benefited. You want to talk about that, Beth?
Absolutely. So I think the importance in connecting with people who are different than you is just what you said, that collaboration. How can we complement one another, right? If you and I were the same, that might not be as beneficial, but I love connecting with people who maybe have something or work a way that I don't, and then I work a way that they don't. So it's a nice, we complement each other, right? And we are meant to work together, like we were talking about earlier. There's room at the table for everybody. So even though there are other people who do the work I do, but I'm connected with them because we do it differently. We have different audiences, right? But we're able to complement each other, and we're able to sit at that table together to change the world. And that's what it's really about, right? It's not about us. I was saying that to you earlier, that like my business is my ministry. So yes, it provides an income. Yes, it helps me support my family, but it's really about how am I making an impact on others?
Right. And then I love that how, we instantly, when we connected, we instantly had the same mindset because, as you said, we complete, we don't compete. We are both coaches in various ways, and we coach differently. We approach what we do differently, but the mandate is still the same. The mandate is this, that we've been both called to build people, to lift people, and to help people. And I think that's why we always try to include each other when we're doing things. We're always thinking of, I'll inbox you and say, well, Beth, what do you want to do this with me? You'll email me and say, I think that this podcast would be good for you. That's how I actually met Sherry Jones.
Yeah.
You didn't say, well, no, I don't, you directed me, you connected me with someone else. And that was a blessing, and I'm doing the same. I'm connecting you and networking with you with other people, even though, we're doing the same thing, but we're doing it different ways. We show up different ways. And just having that respect is true value when you're trying to build relationships, and especially in business.
Yes.
Would you like to elaborate on that some more, Beth?
Yeah, and I think, don't get me wrong if I credit this to the wrong person, but I think Warren Buffett has a quote that says, your network is your net worth, right? Your network opens up opportunities for you. I made a realization the other day that the majority of my business comes from personal recommendations, personal referrals, right? From the network, the connections that I've made. And so it's extremely important to connect with people who are similar as well as who are different, right? And you brought up a good point I want to make sure we elaborate on. It should be a mutually beneficial relationship. So I shouldn't be the only one benefiting from knowing you, right? You should have some benefit from that as well. So we should be able to both benefit from that relationship, that network that we have.
Wow. That is a huge point. That is a key to unlock what's inside you if you're listening right now here on the Entrepreneur Moment Live Show. That is a huge key where the relationship is mutually beneficial. In other words, it's not always giving out and never receiving, or is always giving out and she's never receiving. That is a huge factor because I have recognized I've been doing this for 12 years. And when you're getting started, you're trying to you put yourself out there. You want someone to recognize you. You want someone to see your value. You want to do what's in your heart to do. You want to be profitable. So sometimes you find yourself in relationships or trying to build relationships that are not mutually beneficial because you are just out there trying to connect. I have been there. I'm gonna just tell you straight up. It is what it is. Coming on Entrepreneur Live Show, I'm gonna tell you the truth, because the only way we're going to get somewhere. And when I coach, I'm going to tell you the truth. Normally when I coach, I'm talking about myself and experiences that I've had. I have had those experiences. I've been doing this for 12 years. So going through that process of not always having a mutually beneficial relationship, that's huge. And Beth, you want to say something to that? That is awesome.
Yeah, I mean, again, it's like you said, it's about giving and receiving. And for many of us who are kingdom entrepreneurs, right, we may be in the habit of giving, 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 giving. That's what my issue is, right? I have a hard time. Listen, I had one of my best friends say to me, you need to learn how to receive because you're not good at that. She said, you're good at giving, but you're not good at receiving. She said, and when somebody's trying to give to you and you don't receive that, you may be blocking their blessing. Like they're getting a blessing by giving to you. And it changed my outlook on stuff. I've become much more open to receiving. And not just giving, and it makes for a healthier life as well, because if you're always give, that will bring fatigue, right? And if you always receive, that's gluttony, and neither one of those are good.
Wow. Take a moment. It's a divine connection. These are keys to unlock what's inside you. Today on the Entrepreneur Moment Live Show, we're celebrating #MyBoss with Beth Ruffin, and we thank her so much for being here. And in our Think Tank Moment Monday, what we're doing is we're talking about respecting differences. We're actually getting to the nitty-gritty of mutually beneficial relationships. We emphasize on the Entrepreneur Moment Live Show that we are to share, connect, and grow. But let's get down to the bottom line. Is the relationships that I'm building for my business, for my even personal life, are they mutually beneficial? Am I always the one giving? Am I always the one putting? Am I putting myself out there, not receiving? I have and mutual benefits. Maybe the person didn't feel that I was valuable enough. Maybe it happens when a person knows that you will give and give and give, they'll just keep taking. They'll just keep taking and taking. They will not stop taking. If they know you are a giver, they'll just keep taking, that you keep giving out. And this is something that I have had to do, Beth. I've had to check myself with the word of God, which Jesus Christ is the perfect example of it. He's my master coach. So he was instructing me. He said, why are you giving pearls out to swine?
Whew, that'll put
Why
you in place.
am I giving pearls out to swine? But that's what he said. I believe that's written in red in the Gospels. He said, do not give out pearls to swine. And in the book of Proverbs, it tells us that when you give what's valuable to someone, they will often end up hating you, give them something that they did not want.
Mm. Yeah.
And that's what happened when I was coming up doing this process of the 12 years becoming an entrepreneur. I'm constantly giving out, wanting people to recognize my value. But the value I had to recognize, I had to know that for myself. I had to walk through this process to understand that what I'm offering and what I do, it is valuable. Because when you coach with me, you're going to go from nothing to something. Because what I do when I business coach is I'm giving you a clarity of your mission, your message, and your mandate. And we're actually constructing your ministry, your business, or your organization from absolutely nothing to something. Because I may look at your notes, I may look at your website, and I may hear what you have to say, but at the end of the day, you're coming to me to construct something that did not exist or needs fine tuning. I've got to know my value in what I do. And it took me a long time to say, wow, Doreen, you know how to do a lot of things. People are coming to you because they know you know how to do a lot of things. You are valuable. What I do is valuable. Whether I make them or not, at the end of the day, they have to know that I'm valuable. And I think that's where we get stuck as coaches and as entrepreneurs and as kingdompreneurs. We get stuck because we're looking for the money because we showed up, we're putting in the work, and when we're not paid what we're supposed to be paid, we get. But today, take a moment. It's a divine connection. God says, seek ye first the kingdom, and then everything else will be added unto you. So it's not always about the monetary, it's about the mandate. And I think you and I was talking about that when we was behind the scene. You want to add to that, Beth?
Yeah, absolutely. And I always talk about the why, right? Like and when you have those days or weeks where you're not making money, right? That's what has to keep you going, is that why, is that mandate, right? And we recognize that the things that we go through, the things that we're doing are not just about us. It's about somebody else who needs to learn from or be blessed from what we've gone through. And so when you can change your perspective and realize that it's not here, but it's here, I think that makes it easier for you to get through the hard times, right? To get through the tough times. That I have a message, and if I don't spread this, if I don't give this message to the world, am I preventing somebody's freedom? Am I blocking someone's blessing? Is God going to use someone else, right? What's that in the Bible when it says, if you don't cry out, the rocks will cry out, right? Like, God's going to get his glory. He's going to fulfill his purpose. He's going to fulfill his mission. But if I'm not doing it, what is that causing? It doesn't just affect me.
Exactly. So, what we do, it all goes back to the why. Why am I doing what I'm doing? Why am I doing this? For what purpose? Is it just money? Then that's fine. That if that's what you want to do, then do that. because I'm a kingdompreneur. Beth, you mentioned that you're a kingdompreneur. We're looking at this is more of a mandate for us because it's a drive in us. It's a drive in us. It's something in us that won't allow us to say, I'm done. You know, even when I had to set my business aside for some years, I didn't even realize that God was there the whole time when he was sending me to school. When he was equipping me. I thought, well, everything in 2010, when everything hit the fan and I had to go back into the school district and continue to teach, and then I had to go through college and all these different steps, these different hoops, I was distraught. It was devastating because I did not understand, you know, what happened to my business. You know, I've got all these people calling me. I've got all these people wanting me to coach them. They want to do these seminars. They want to do these trainings. And then all of a sudden in one day, I had like 5 clients can't do it because my job closed or I got laid off when the recession hit. I mean, they was calling. That within the whole week, I had to make a decision. I had to go back to my regular job. I could not do full-time in entrepreneurship. That almost broke my heart because God didn't give me a note and say, well, Doreen, I'm going to do this and this is the reason why I'm doing it. And, you know, just, you know, he didn't do that.
Yeah.
He did not send me an email saying with bullet points like, okay, this is what's going to take place. He didn't send me a text. He didn't send me a Facebook message. It just happened. But throughout that process, it was something in me that would not let go my business. And I'm sure you probably could attest to the same things.
Yeah. I want to talk about something you talked about with the money. If someone is in business and your why is money, I think you need to get out of business and just go back to working 9 to 5. Because being a business owner is so much more than that. And again, like we talked about, those moments when the money dries up or you can't see, right? You have nothing else to lean on. I like to really think about what impact are you making? What is the impact? How are you changing the world? How are you changing your community, your family, your neighborhood, your church through the work that you do? The money will come, right? God will bless. God will bless, but your focus needs to be on your why, your mandate, your mission, your impact, not the money. And that took some time for me to get to. Right? You know, when I first started business, I'd have a really good month and then the next month would be a little shaky, right? And, you know, the whole time I'm looking to God, like you said, I'm looking like, okay, God, where's my text, my email? Like, you know, so I used to say, I just want God to come and sit. I want Jesus to come and sit on the bed right next to me and be like, okay, this is what you need to do, daughter. But that's not the way it works.
It don't work that way.
It don't work that way. It would be nice. but
it would be nice.
It would be nice. But God just continued to tell me this is the work that you are to do. You have to do it, right? Like, and God knows our situations. Like, he knows we have families. He knows we have needs, right? But God said he'll take care of the bird. Why wouldn't he take care of us? So, yeah, I think the money needs to be low on the list of the priorities. It's about the impact. It's about, like you said, the mandate.
And you know what? I'm going to share this because, like we were talking behind the scenes, you know, a lot of times when we as coaches show up, we're coaches, we're coaching, we're consulting, we're doing all these things that we've been assigned to do. Sometimes when people see us, they feel like, well, I've got to have it all together before I do anything. And thing is not because I don't have it all together. It's by the grace of God that I'm even in my right mind, health, and strength and able to do what I've been doing for 12 years, and to get to this point to understand in my heart that the word is this: seek ye first the kingdom first.
Amen.
And then everything
Amen.
else will be added unto me. When I had to, when it looked thing was devastating and barren and falling apart, God was still there because, bless God, I had principles waiting on me to come back to work, requesting me. So it's not like I was home with nothing to do, because even if I'm home with to do, I can be working on my business. You can know whatever your hand finds to do, that's what you do. On Saturday, I even alluded to the fact that there was times where I had to go out and help my husband rake pine straw. I was working 3 jobs when he got plant closed twice. We had you got to do. Whatever your hand finds to do that, and understand that your day is coming. It's coming. It may not come when you want it, how you want it, and the packaging that you're looking for, but God is faithful.
Amen.
I have not wanted, I have not gone without food, thank God. I have never gone without a place to lay my head, thank God. In just the fact to say that, Beth, we in our right mind is a blessing. Just the fact that you and I right now, we've never even met. We've never been the same. And we've been connected and showing up with each other for over a year.
Yeah.
And we are totally different personalities. And we are here sharing this moment. What do you think?
It's amazing. It's amazing. That's why I have to trust God, because sometimes he'll tell you to do things, or he'll introduce you to people, and you wonder, okay, where's this going? But you have to trust God, because he sees the end. He has that plan. And he knows, when I left, when, the time came for me to leave to leave the world of work, I was praying. I was like, God, what do I do? What do I do? And he told me to walk away. And again, he didn't give me a plan. He didn't tell me how long it would take to be fruitful. He said, and I would ask him for clarity, and he would say, walk away. Now, it took me 3 months. I walked in disobedience for 3 months. It took me 3 months to listen. But the day that I gave my 2-week notice to my job, I had 3 people in my inbox who wanted to contract me for work, and I hadn't told anybody. No one in the world knew that I was leaving. And so trust God, God, like you said, I've not wanted for anything, even with COVID. All my bills have been paid. We have our home. We've been eating. I've even been able to give to others. God is faithful. We've lacked nothing, all because of obedience to his word.
Wow, this is Elizabeth. So, I thank those that are several people making comments. We thank you so much for being here on the Entrepreneur Moment Live Show. # Mom Boss Celebration. We thank you so much for being here. We thank you for coming in, liking, sharing, and making your beautiful comments. We acknowledge you. And of course, drop it in the comment, and watch it in the replay. # Mom Boss. Okay, and we thank you so much. Now, I'm going to give you this opportunity. You have 2 amazing coaches here. I'm a business coach and founder of Divine Connection Network Association. Beth is a coach, and she's going to give you some information in just a second. And we've been very transparent. We've been very open and vulnerable with you. Because, and if you would like the opportunity to work with one of us or both of us, we would open that to you now. You can text me directly, 843-910-3927, and drop it in the text. I'm ready. If you would like to work with both of us, because both of us provide something unique and we bring something unique to the table, and we both coach with a holistic point of view. And so I just want to offer to you right now, if you are saying, you know what, they've given me keys to unlock what's inside me, I'm ready. Because the question at the end of the day is this: are you ready to unlock what's inside you? You know, Beth and I didn't come on the Entrepreneur Moment Live Show just to have something to do. We came here to motivate you to unlock what's inside you. And I know that Beth specializes in getting women unstuck. So you got two dynamic duos here waiting to work with you, and all we're asking you to do is drop it in the text right now, 843-910-3927. Beth, you want to give them your direct line?
Yeah, the best way to get in touch with me is to send me an email at info@bethruffin.com. That's the best way to get in touch with me. And I'd love to have a conversation with anyone who wants to get unstuck and walk in their greatness.
And you know, Beth, this could be an opportunity. It's no telling what God will do out of this, because like I said, we both are very unique in our approach, and we are giving added value to those that are watching right now if they would like to work with both of us. Now that would just be a dynamic duo, don't you think?
Yes, absolutely. Absolutely.
Dynamic duo. They would get the best out of both worlds.
That's right.
So we are open to that. So if you want to go ahead and drop it in the text, I'm ready. 843-910-3927, and give them your email one more time.
Yes, it's info@bethruffin.com.
All right, Beth, I thank you so much for being here, and I will inform. Matter of fact, Beth, we need to put something together just for this purpose, because I'm going to expect someone to give us a call that they want to get unstuck, want to unlock what's on the inside of them. They want to go to the next level. They want to work with people that are vulnerable and real and transparent and not trying to be something we not. So work with two Kingdompreneurs that will help them. Your expertise is branding. I'm a business coach. It's not no telling what we can do. Ain't that right?
Big things. Big things.
Big things. Hashtag my boss.
I love it.
That's right. We're going to see you on tomorrow for Tuesday. We thank you for joining the Entrepreneur Moment Live Show. We thank you so much for liking, and of course, your beautiful comments. I see all the beautiful comments. Miss Roberts, we thank you for being here. Sherry, we thank you for being here. So many beautiful comments. We thank you so much for being here on the Entrepreneur Moment Live Show. And Beth and I will be reaching out to all of you very soon. Hopefully you will email Beth and tell me 843-910-3927. I'm ready. That's all I need, and then I will be contacting you. So we thank you so much for being here today. Beth, you want to go ahead and close us out?
Yes, this is something that I've said on a previous call, but it's still in my spirit, is that there is somebody who needs what you have. And they're waiting for you to get going, to get started. And so if you've been scared, if you're not sure, now is the time. This is your sign. This is your message that now is the time, because somebody is waiting on you. So yeah, shoot that text or email me. And it's okay to be afraid. It's okay to walk in fear, but you don't want to be stuck in it. That's it. That's my message.
Keys
Simple.
unlock what's inside you. These are keys to unlock what's inside you. The question is, you ready? Question is, are you ready? If you're ready, I'm ready. Drop it in the text. 843-910-3927. Two dynamic coaches that can add value to you, give you a fresh perspective, give you a fresh outlook, give you some clarity in your mission, your message, and your mandate as we unlock what's inside you. Thank you so much for being here, Beth, and I will be in contact with you. Thank you.
Bye.
Bye.